Yo, we're back.
Yes.
Again, I always say this now. I always say yo or yes, and then I just say we're back. You know what I mean? Like you weren't expecting us. Like it's a surprise, even though it's been scheduled. You know what I mean? We're back. Do you know what I mean? We are here. Do you know what I mean? We're doing a stream in it all the time.
Guys, we're doing a press conference reaction. Obviously, City playing Aston Villa tomorrow. Late kickoff, just so you're all aware if you've not already known. And Pep Guardiola has just finished his press conference about 10-15 minutes ago, and we're going to be going through everything that he's speaking about. He actually spoke about Akanji a little bit there as well, and obviously he's got much more to say. A couple of questions about Haaland as well, so we will cover all of that. Now, before we get into it, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. We've got 116 likes already, 265 people in the stream. Let's get those likes up to 200, guys, so please help us out and smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and it's kind of like a good sponsor today, bro, because it sort of matches. I've had a haircut, Bray.
You've had a trim?
Speaking of trims, today's stream is sponsored by the guys at Manscaped. Guys, if you've got a hairy ball sack and you need the solution, then go over to manscaped.com and use code Xtra20 and you can get the latest in ball shaving technology. You know what I mean? Look at it, mate. Over 2 million men worldwide use it, and I'll be playing you that ad very, very shortly, so stay tuned. But before we get straight into the press conference, bro, just a little word on the game tomorrow. What's your sort of feelings? Before
for people who are wondering, the first look is not happening tonight. We're gonna do a September preview tonight instead. We'll have our preview tomorrow. I know preview, but it's a weird one, Aston Villa, because do you remember when we scored that dodgy goal with Tyrone Mings and they changed the rule? A few years ago.
Yeah.
We beat them 2-1. It was a really, really hard game. We said that it's probably one of the most difficult games we've had all season, and we'll look back at that as one of the things. I still look back at that now, bro. Like, that lives in my mind, so I kind of feel like I get worried when we play Aston Villa, basically. I feel like it'll always be a difficult game. But hopefully it won't be. Do you know what I mean? Gerrard's a little bit having a bad time. He's pretty much in the mud. People saying he's going to get sacked.
The thing is, though, right, that's not always a good thing, because sometimes, like, you're playing against a team that is literally going to fight for their lives. Like, Steven Gerrard pretty much knows now. Where are they in the league? Let's have a look where they are in the league. They must be like near the bottom of the table. They are 19th, right? So he knows that he is literally a couple of results away from the sack. Yeah, they're 19th after 5 games. So sometimes it's not always good to be playing them sort of sides, because he's going to have to give everything. If the players like Gerrard and they want him to stay, they're going to have to give 110% as well, which sometimes does happen. So it's not always, just because they're 19th in the league, it doesn't always mean it's an easy game, because sometimes it's like what they call like a wounded beast or something like that, some sort of saying like that, where like, yeah, you're playing like someone who's ready to fight, you know what I mean? So we have actually got a really, really good record against Aston Villa. We've not lost against them since September 2013, winning every single one of our matches, other than one draw, which was in 2015, where we drew 0-0. But other than that, we're currently on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 match winning streak. 10, 11, 12, 13 matches unbeaten against Aston Villa. Not lost against them since 2013.
Cal says LB jigs, you know. By the way, the citizen put a wounded slip, and then Dennis has just put a slippy beast.
Slippy beast.
A slippy beast.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not always easy playing teams like that. So anyway, we'll speak about that more tomorrow when we do the preview for it. But yeah, we're going to go into the press conference. Pep Guardiola has been speaking about it. Quite a lot of comments. He also given a bit of an update on Laporte, so we'll get you that as well. So Pep Guardiola speaking about centre-backs, says we had incredible 4 centre-backs at the same time. Laporte has had a tough injury. He's getting better, but still at least a month and a half away. Nathan Ake had some concerns with muscle problems, so we couldn't just live with 2 centre-backs with the schedule. We had an opportunity to bring in Akanji with 1 year after his contract. He's incredibly experienced, perfect for what we need, good in the build-up. We felt it against Dortmund, and pleased he's here. So yeah, speaking a little bit about Akanji there, I think he's absolutely spot on, and pretty much what we've said already when we signed Akanji, in that if we are going to play a little bit more like the 3 at the back system, then you probably do need a fifth fifth choice centre back, and with our injuries that we do get to our centre backs, I think you need a fifth choice as well. So Pep Guardiola clearly very happy with Akanji coming in, and I agree, man. There was a few people online saying like, oh, this is a dead move or he's rubbish or whatever, but you know, I'm going to judge him when he's in a City shirt. But I think it's a smart move, and I think for 15 million quid, man, you can't really complain with that, can you?
You can't complain at all. I just think I think all round it's a smart move. I didn't understand when we did our Akanji stream when people were just like complaining and stuff. Like, it's not that we're gonna spend like loads of cash on him. It's 15 mil. If it doesn't work out, he's good backup. I mean, he's a player there for backup, and I think with City moving Mbete on loan, I feel like with that deal going through, I think City were like, right, let's go get someone else and let's go get Akanji with Mbete going, because I think had us not been able to have Akanji, you know what I mean? We got him because he was available, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he was available 15 mil. If that didn't go through, I think the Luke and Betty loan, maybe I think City would have stopped it, because I think we would have needed someone there for that fifth choice. But we've gone and got Akanji, and we can play three at the back now. And Betty's gone on loan to get his game time elsewhere. I think it's an all-round smart move. And obviously, end of the day, trusting Pep. Pep thinks it's a smart move. Pep's obviously buzzing about the deal. So
yeah, is there anyone else? Is there anyone in the chat who still thinks that this is a bad move, signing Akanji for 15 million quid? And if there is, if you do think it's a bad move, like what are the reasons why that you think it's a bad move? Because I am interested in to know that. Then he was asked about Erling Haaland, so he spoke about a little bit about Erling Haaland. He said 1 month ago Erling Haaland was a disaster because of what happened in the Community Shield. Now he's going to break all the records. He's 22, he recovers well. When he's 32, it'll be more difficult. 22, not a problem. So yeah, obviously a lot of people at the moment just can't stop talking about Erling Haaland, the way he's playing. There's the goals, the lack of touches which result in and just an amazing amount of goals. And yeah, people are now starting to talk about records. You know, he's already broke a couple. He's broke the 2 hat-trick record. He broke the most goals in August record. He's already got 9 goals. On a real, right? Chat, can I ask you a question? And I know Paul, actually. Do you think that Erling Haaland can score 40 goals in the Premier League this season? He's already got 9. He's got 9.
Yeah. But he's got 9, fucking hell.
Wait, has he got 9 in the Premier League?
Yeah, he's got 9.
Like, I know it's right, bro.
It's 9 and 5. It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. I know it's right.
Like, well, you said that then, and I was like, fucking hell, 9.
Yeah. So I know it's right, but I'm going to confirm it's right by checking the stats, because
basically,
it's not,
you're double checking your brain, innit?
Bro, he's 9. He's got 10 goal involvements, bro, in 5 games, in 395 minutes. In fact, let's go one further. Let's do goals per 90. So how do you do goals per 90? How do you work that? So you do 395 minutes, yeah, divided by 9. He scores a goal every 43 minutes. He gets a goal every half at the moment, right? And if you include...
So if he's going to go every half of football on average for the rest of the season, how many goals would that be?
So you do, so 38 take 5, 33... times by 43. Wait, no, that's not right, is it? Nah, how do you do it?
No. You do the 38 divided by 2. Yeah.
Guys, chat, help us out here. 38, right? Because you only play 5 games, so you
get 2 per game, so 38 times 2, innit?
38 times 2. It scores 76.
It scores 76 goals in a season.
Well, what a freak.
As you can see, we are very good at maths.
Divided by 50 million is 1.5 million a goal. What a signing.
1.5 mil a goal. Is that right? 1.5 mil.
What a bargain. Paritos, yes, has gifted 5 memberships. He started, yes.
He started you know what they need, right? And this is facts, right? Do you know what? For people who know what Twitch is and that, which is probably most of you, don't you have like hype trains and stuff?
Yeah.
Because that's the reason that we started calling things hype trains and transfer windows and stuff like that, because it was kind of like from the whole Twitch thing of like, when things are popping off, it's basically like a hype train. We need some version of that. Maybe we can make one ourselves, and it, do you know what I mean, on screen or something happens. Because, you know what I mean, stuff pops off, bro, and they need like a hype thing.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. More Erling Haaland talk from Pep Guardiola. He said, I admire the people who can anticipate what happens in the future. I can't do it. I'll see what happens. I can't see what happens. I don't know what happens tomorrow. Imagine what happens in 2 years. We are delighted for how he settles. It goes not just Erling though. The staff and the backroom staff is so important, and how they help adapt new players and the mates really good. This is the most important thing. So yeah, just talking about obviously how Erling Haaland's settling into the team and stuff.
I mean, did you see the video of him and Phil?
Yeah,
having a laugh. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The bromance is there from them too, and he seems to be gelling well with a lot of the players. And when he first came, he was all saying that Grealish and Haaland looking like, do you know what I mean? They're on point with each other. Now Phil Foden and Haaland are having a bit of banter because of the whole Foden not assisting Haaland, and that's kind of like, if anything, that's helped their relationship more. Ilkay Gundogan and Haaland have a very good connection, just like telepathically. Gundogan always knows where he is. Kevin De Bruyne obviously will be the man, I think, going for the longevity of the season, will probably be the one you'd like to say who will assist Haaland the most. So you think that had developed really well. I think he's just picked the perfect club to settle into.
Yeah. No, I completely agree, bro. I completely agree. Guys, make sure you're dropping that like, smashing that like button. We're 8 likes away from 200 likes. Get us past 200 there, guys. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. MLK with the £2 says, do you think Haaland will beat Shearer's Prem goals? Oh, if he stays in the league. If he stays in the league, I'll absolutely demolish it. What is the record? 200 and something in it?
Is it 260 something?
Shearer Prem record.
263, I'm guessing.
This is the bit where Google makes me go on, like, you know, like bare websites and that. 260, right?
Oh, the wrong thing. I was close.
Right, so 260 take 9. So he needs 251. So say he averages 30 goals a season, yeah? You'd need to be here for 8.3 seasons. But I think he can do more than 30. I think
long, bro. 30 is a lot in a season, and that's a long time. But he's already got 10 in.
That's what I'm saying. I think he could hit like 45 goals. I do, and the other reason I think of that is I have a big statement to make here. I don't think Pep Guardiola is ready to take off Erling Haaland as early as he probably should do. I think Erling Haaland desperately wants to play on that football pitch.
I think he wants to be there every minute. Like, you can see when he goes off, he's not happy.
You would have took him off at half time otherwise, but he kept him on. Apparently Erling Haaland, when he got subbed off, wasn't very happy, you know what I mean? Because not happy and like moody, just like the guy wants to be playing football, he wants to score goals.
He wants to keep scoring.
And I think because of that, I think Pep Guardiola will keep him on the pitch longer than he might keep someone else on the pitch, like an Alvarez, and therefore he'll get more goals, and that's why he could hit the sort of 45 goals a season. I don't think it's like ridiculous to say Erling Haaland could hit 45 goals in the Prem this season.
I don't think that's ridiculous because
he's already hit 9, so what do you need? 36. Can he hit 36 goals? Of course he can. He's hitting back-to-back hat-tricks, man.
And what you got to think is, like, we create so many chances. Like last season, I think for the past couple of seasons, we've been like the team to create the most chances, and we're always down at the bottom end of converting big chances. Whereas with Erling Haaland in there, that ain't going to happen.
Well, the thing is, right, if you think about it like this as well, I think he'll probably hit at least 3 more hat-tricks this season. Yeah? That's another 9. That's in 3 games, because obviously a hat-trick has to happen in 1 game. So he's already, if that happens, he's already on 18 goals. If he hits 3 more hat-tricks, he's already on 18 goals. And he's then got all the other games. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, and you think, like, is this actually possible? The numbers are wild. He could hit absolutely ridiculous numbers. Ridiculous.
Jamie says certain man thought Jesus was going to score more than him for Arsenal. Funnily enough, I've got a bet on with Dembele practically, 50 quid. I mean, so 50 quid coming my way, I reckon. He bet me 50 quid that Gabby will score more than Haaland this season. I was like, nah, mate. Nah, you don't understand.
Kipax, member for 3 months. Kipax Carlin says Haaland already beat what Lukaku did last season. What a bargain! That's absolutely ridiculous. ALX says, "Yo, in my opinion, Akanji is a steal. He's so fast and physical. I'd want him to start alongside Diaz. Do you think Kev can break the assist record this season?" I think Kev could break the assist record this season. Yeah, because obviously if Haaland's in the team and Alvarez, why not? Yeah, it's certainly doable. More news on Erling Haaland. The press conferences nowadays are basically just Erling Haaland fan clubs.
Basically.
Yeah, Pep Guardiola was asked, will Erling Haaland, being at Manchester City, influence his decision to stay at City longer? Pep Guardiola responded by saying, I work for City, not Erling Haaland. He doesn't work for me. He works for City. So, yeah, again, basically saying that, Haaland in, Haaland out, that won't influence.
You know what he's kind of just said there? He's kind of just said, Haaland won't influence my decision to stay longer. However, I could influence Haaland's decision to stay longer at City. Do you know what I mean? Because he's basically said, do you know what I mean? He doesn't work for City. Haaland works for City. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that is a thing, innit? Do you know what I mean? Some players might want to leave when Pep leaves. Some players might be like, yeah, right, okay, time to switch it up. But I think I just hope, bro, that after this season, basically, I want City to hit Haaland. If he like breaks records and that and gets like, do you know what I mean, mad numbers, I want City to offer him a new deal, mate. I want City to offer him a new 5 year. Just like they did with Laporte. With Diaz. Offer him a new 5 year.
Yeah, I think Erling Haaland's next contract at Manchester City will make him the highest paid player in the world.
I reckon he'll be on 500 grand a week.
I think he'll be on more. I think
is Ronaldo on 500?
Ronaldo's on 500, bro. He's probably on 350, 400 already. I think he becomes the most expensive player in the world. Maybe behind them PayPal. You know what I mean? I don't know.
PayPal.
I think he goes high, bro. If this guy's hitting like 50 goals a season for City in all competitions, which I genuinely think that I know it's only been 5 games, but based on what I'm seeing so far, he's even better than I thought he was. I think he could hit 50 goals a season. If you get a player that can hit 50 goals a season for an English club with the amount of games that we played and how intense it is, I think he's probably going to be. I think he's going to be the most paid player in the world. I don't see how you can't.
The good guys there, not the good crazy, not the good guys. Wage structure guys.
Wage structure, but Erling Haaland's the best player in the world.
Haaland, if he becomes the best player in the world at Manchester City, then do you know what I mean, he needs to be paid like the best player in the world.
Yeah, no, for sure. Darcy with the 5 says he's already got 2 hat-tricks. Surely he gets at least 3 to 4 more this season in the Prem. Going to beat that goal record easily if he stays fit. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he'll probably score at least 3 more hat-tricks. Well, that's 9 goals. He's already scored 9. That puts him on 18.
You're backing to get, like, do you know what I mean, like braces here and there, do you know what I mean, and the one.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, like, 40 goals should be doddle.
What's the most any player has scored in a single season? Is it 30 something, 36?
Well, it depends if it's
in Premier League.
Yeah, it depends if you go for the 38 games, most goals. Yeah, there you go. Most goals in a Premier League season by one player. Here we go.
People saying 32. People saying 36.
That's in Premier League. Most games in Premier League.
Oh, 32 in a 38 game season, and it was 34 in a 42 game season.
That's right, yeah. That's correct. Yeah, so Andy Cole got it, but that was in a 42 game season.
Salah scored 32.
I think he'll destroy 32. So what's he need then? What's 32 time? 32 take 9. 23 goals. He needs 23 goals, bro. And I think he'll score at least 3 hat-tricks, so take another 9 off. He needs 14 goals, bro. You know what I mean?
Massam there with a 2. Yes, Massam. I appreciate the super chat, mate. It says Man City missed 64 big chances last season.
He ain't missing them big chances.
Bro, if he
this year.
If he pops in all them 64, do you know what I mean? You'd back him, wouldn't you? Every single time you back Haaland on a big chance.
Yeah, defo.
ALX, yes, member for 3 months says, yo, in my opinion, Akanji, I don't know if you read this out.
Yeah, I've read that one.
You read this one out, yeah. And then Darcy, he's already got 2 hat-tricks, read that one out. Massam, I just read that one out.
Bro.
We're up to date, innit? Yes. I mean, look at us being good at our job.
Tebo, yes, welcome to the Xtra Club, man. City scored 99 goals last season in the Prem and missed 64 big chances, which includes one-on-ones and tap-ins. I mean, the thing is, surely them big chances are going to come right down. Massam, if you can, I don't know if you're on the same website, whatever you're finding this on, try and find out how many big chances we've missed so far this season in the Prem, bro, in the first 5 games, because then we can sort of like average it out and see how many on average we'll miss by the end of the season. But it's mental. Pep Guardiola was then asked about Aston Villa. No, only joking. He was asked about Erling Haaland again. He says, we're really pleased about him. He's a lovely guy. You see his passion. The same with Stefan Ortega, Julian Alvarez, Calvin Phillips, and now Manuel Akanji. This is what I'm looking for, to be comfortable here. What happens in the future, I don't know. I have the feeling that he can get even better. Understand what we want. It's a question of time. It takes time for the process. For example, Kevin De Bruyne or Riyad Mahrez or Bernardo Silva to learn the tempos. Important is comfortable. Of course, his goals help. Continue to do better. Tomorrow is another example, another challenge. Keep going. The bad moments will happen. He doesn't score and we lose. Relax, analyse why, and then move on to the next one. It won't change the world if he doesn't score or we don't win. So really taking the pressure off Erling Haaland there from Pep Guardiola. I like that, actually. It's good to take the pressure off him.
He's basically saying that, do you know what I mean? Like, he's still got a lot to adapt. He's got time to settle. Do you know what I mean? There will be games where he misses goals. Because you can see, because he memes it every time when they talk about, like when he said about, Community Shield, everyone said he's going to be a disaster. but then now he's going to break every record going. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the way the media just flips things all the time. So he's basically saying that, look, it doesn't matter if he doesn't score. That doesn't mean he's ass. You know what I mean? He's still got the quality. And that's what he's saying there. Like, his goals obviously have helped massively but that's because he has that killer instinct. He has that about him. But he's still, I think Pep thinks he's still got levels to come in terms of, do you know what I mean? Like say, like the pace, the tempo of the game, things like that. I think he believes there's still more to come from Erling Haaland, which in itself is absolutely terrifying. But do you know what I mean? Pep's always going to push his players and to do better and stuff. And I mean, I think, personally, I think all this talk about Haaland pushes me to believe that he'll start again tomorrow. I mean, he was taken off with like 55 minutes gone, wasn't he? So you'd think he would start tomorrow. It'd be interesting to see if Alvarez starts. But yeah, it's honestly, I like Pep there, just easing things off Haaland, even though he doesn't need it. Because I mean, I don't think that guy feels pressure.
Nah. I don't think he does either. Where are we at now? MLK with a 2 says, we've missed 11 big chances this season. That would average out at 83 a game, which is more than last season, but MLK thinks we make more. Do we make more big chances now? I don't know.
I don't know.
Do we make more? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Haaland being in the positions means that we're in more, but he scores all his goals, so I don't really get that, innit?
Bro, the guy in the chat here, Marcos, yes, Marcos, greetings from Argentina. Take care of Julian Alvarez, who is a Vestia. I don't know what that is. He has 5 lungs. He doesn't get tired.
That is wild.
Yes, Marcos. I already know about Julian Alvarez, isn't it?
Thank you, Bray. Dr. 40, Nunez is going to show up Haaland tomorrow. Yeah, that's not happening, bro. That's not happening, bro. Ahmed with the 18 says, Slippy G was talking crap in today's press conference. He's under pressure, bro. That's why he's talking crap, bro. You know what I mean? The guy's under pressure. He's about to get sacked, so he's just saying mad stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I think, is that all the Pep and Erling talk? I think that's all the Pep Erling talk. I think,
you know what, Bray? I think you're right.
I think it might be all the Pep Erling talk, because he does actually go into things about tomorrow, not just simping Erling Haaland for a good hour.
Yeah, I think that's it on the Erling Haaland stuff, guys.
So injury wise, then.
Yeah.
Nathan Ake, Jack Grealish, both trained with the City squad yesterday.
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips is still not there yet. Pep Guardiola confirmed this. He said further assessments will be made today, but they're close to coming back. And he did say before the Nottingham Forest game that they'd be in contention for tomorrow's match. So it'd be interesting to see. I think, judging by that, you'd be looking at maybe Phillips won't be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
but Ake and Grealish should probably see return to the bench.
Yeah, I agree with that. Obviously, it is good to see Grealish and Ake. I mean, we know Ake was going to be back anyway because he's been training for a while now, hasn't he? I think he started training last Thursday, so he's had over a week training.
He's come back a lot faster than I thought, because I thought he was dusted me when he went off. He looked really disappointed. I think he thought it was worse than what it was.
Yeah, I agree. Pep Guardiola was then asked about Julian Alvarez. But it also includes Haaland a little bit, bro. So it wasn't.
So Haaland talk isn't all over.
It wasn't completely over. The striker has the detail that doesn't compete with others, but themselves to score. Good strikers in my career compete for how many they score. We're more than delighted for the club that they bought these 2 fantastic players. Julian scored one with his right foot and one with his left. Both finishes were amazing. The work ethic is really, really good. In many games, they will play together, which is obviously sick because we are obviously all loving that. And then he was actually asked about Aston Villa, this is good news. He says, it's more dangerous for us right now. I would prefer Aston Villa to be in a better position right now. Tomorrow will be more difficult for the fact they have won only 1 game. This is what I was saying before. I say sometimes it is like a wounded animal, Bray. You don't want to play these teams, man.
Slippy beast.
Slippy beast, innit? You don't want to be playing these teams when they're like, they shouldn't be in that position, but they are because they've had a bad start, and they'll be right up for it tomorrow, Aston Villa. I tell you now. They
want to bounce back, innit?
Tomorrow will you go one of 3 ways. 1, Aston Villa will get a result. 2, City will scrape it, or will absolutely smash them. Do you know what I mean?
I got a question. Someone put this in the chat before. And I read it and I was like, I made a mental note and I was like, yo, I need to remember that. I can't remember who did it. I mean, so shout out to whoever said it. But do you think City can put Gerrard in the bin tomorrow? Like, do you think City could get Gerrard sacked?
I think so.
If we beat Villa 5-0 tomorrow.
If he smashes him, bro, if we smash him, which is one of the ways that I think it could go.
If it's 5-0, I know. By the way, we're just hypothetically speaking. If it's 5-0,
get him in.
Do you reckon Gerrard bin?
Yeah, it'd have been.
Because then obviously they're having a bad time there. Then they're down at the bottom. I reckon the club would just be like, time to get Big Sam.
Yeah, I think it's in the bin. It was asked more about Aston Villa, but before we get into that, guys, massive shout out to our sponsors today. It is the guys at Manscaped. Now, if you're looking to shave your own beard, maybe shave your head, or take your shaving ability to the next level by shaving below the waist, then the only way that you should be doing this is with the product from Manscaped. I'm going to play the ad. Cherries or kiwis in the chat, guys. You decide. 85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code XTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping.
Yes. Go check out Manscaped. Use code Xtra20. Get yourself 20% off and free shipping. It's mint. Honestly, someone said before, real life review. I got a personal story. It's not a story, innit? I used it yesterday. It's sick.
One in the break.
Hashtag smooth gang, innit? Well, what did professional did it say yesterday? Is professional smooth balls, not professional hairy balls, innit? So, you know what I mean? Easy win.
Poll in the chat, by the way, guys. Right, let's move on with the Aston Villa press conference here. Again, talking about Aston Villa. Pep said the quality is there. The manager and the players they are, Dendoncker and Bednarek, I can imagine how tough they'd be. And I think that's pretty... Is that it? Is that all he said about Aston Villa? Or is it going to come out in the embargo?
To be fair, there will be a lot that got embargoed, and that's usually the part in it.
Gotta give us more than this, man.
I mean, they basically give us one little thing. It's like, Gerrard's thing, Gerrard's press conference. I've just had a look to see what his situation is, to see if there's any more, do you know what I mean, about what he said. But basically, the only thing that's available right now from the Gerrard side of things is Gerrard on City. The plan will be to make it extremely hard for them and take them where they don't want to go. We know we can hurt this team, so we're really looking forward to the game.
Nice. Fair enough.
He also said that the fans all need to stick together and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Because, like you say, they're in a bad time. But do you know what I mean? There's no real... do you know what I mean? Give us the juice.
Yeah. Bit of news on Aymeric Laporte, bro. As predicted, I thought this was the case the other day, but he's not going to be back until after the international break.
I thought that.
So that's obviously in the middle of middle towards of September. So he's not going to be back until probably, I reckon, second or third week of October. So he'll miss quite a lot of important games there, which is a bit of a shame. Pep Guardiola talking about the centre back issues and the injuries and stuff. He said we said September, October, early October. He'll be ready after the international break, but we're not going to force it. The knee injury is a tough injury. I cannot forget being in those positions, West Ham away and Aston Villa. We had no alternatives. Ruben Diaz and Nathan Ake were injured. Another reason we've gone for Akanji, so we will be fine. It was a bone problem, but I'm not a doctor. Another reason why we've gone for Akanji there, because he's simply not going to be back. I don't think he'll be back until at least the second week of October, because if he comes back after the international break, it's probably going to take him 2 to 3 weeks to get back into it.
One thing you got to think about though is he'll be training at City during the international break, innit? I don't think he will go because he's not going to get selected.
No.
But then he has to get actually fit with the squad Do you know what I mean? Like, getting back up to the level is different, isn't it?
We could do with him back by like Copenhagen, man, which is the 11th of October, because after Copenhagen, we've got Liverpool away, Arsenal at home.
Yeah, we could do with him.
So hopefully if we can get him back by Copenhagen, maybe give him half an hour or an hour, then maybe he can play part in the Liverpool or Arsenal game. I'll say that though, but we've still got 3 other centre backs in Diaz, Stones, and Akanji. So
I've got a thought, and this is probably we'll go more into this tomorrow. Akanji to start tomorrow. John Stones, do you know what I mean? I like it when he plays a lot of games. He looked good again with Diaz. Do you know what I mean? They have that partnership already built up. But
yeah,
could you play Akanji and Diaz tomorrow? Or is that too much of a risk in this game?
Yeah, I wouldn't play.
It feels too soon.
I wouldn't be playing his first game against.
I think he'd have to come off the bench for me at some point. That's how he gets his start.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Honestly, it might not be a bad shout to just start him at Seville.
Seville, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, Lauren there.
Match day 1. You know what I mean?
Because imagine we get dusted by Villa and he starts. I mean, it's going to be bad times.
Nah, start him against Seville. Mate. Seville having a terrible season so far. Played 3 games, drawn 2, drawn 1, lost 2. Sorry. So they're 15th in La Liga after 3 games. So they've not had a good start to the season. So yeah, I'd probably be looking at a Seville start, man.
San City says, "You think Pep would take a risk like that?" Yes, mate. Have you watched the Champions League games? Man started with no CDM. Pep is absolutely insane. Man's a lunatic.
Yeah, he's kind of mad. Bit of news on all the sales, by the way, from the academy, because obviously this was a big thing. We did the stream, obviously, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about all the sales. Pep Guardiola on sales to Southampton. All of them are fantastic players. Southampton have bought really, really good players. We know the academy are so proud. The incredible job they do. We rely on them a lot, but at the same time, they have offers and patience doesn't exist. They could stay 1 or 2 years. Playing the academy competition is so light. It's not a real competition. They want Premier League, so after an agreement with the clubs, we have buybacks in case they explode. We can get them back. A big compliment for the club to educate them and bring them to the Premier League. Southampton is an incredible place. The guy there was working here, obviously talking about Joe Shields. Yeah. He knows them really well. We wish them all the best. And obviously City making a lot of sales. They've just set the British, not just the English, the British transfer record for most amount of money received in a single season.
It's over 200 million, isn't it?
Over 200 million. It's a British record. City are doing something right with their sales at the moment.
Yeah, it's
coining it in, mate.
Absolutely incredible, you know. And a lot of people said we're gearing up for something big, and that could be like a big move next summer for someone like.
Well, if you think about it, next summer you're going to have to sign a winger. You're going to have to sign a midfielder. Now, the quality of midfielder that you're going to need, and you might even need 3, because if you think about it, say we need a right winger, so that's 1 anyway. Then if Gundogan and Bernardo leave, then I think you need 2. I think you need to buy 2 midfielders.
Yeah, because if you look at this, if you look at this season as Bernardo's our winger, so you either choose, do you know what I mean, to buy another winger to replace Bernardo. Do you know what I mean? Because Bernardo's playing right wing for us, isn't it? And then obviously, Gundogan, if Gundogan leaves, I don't think he should. Yeah. I genuinely think that it's an L from City if we just let his contract run down and he leaves this summer. I think it'd be good for us to give him a new deal. But
well, yeah, I think seriously, we could be in a situation next summer where we need a winger and 2 midfielders, or 2 wingers and another midfielder. Now, the quality of player that we're going to need, you're probably looking, unless they've got like release clauses like on Kunku, you're probably looking at least 60 to 70 million minimum. Probably minimum of 70 mil. So that's straight away 140, 210. You might need a right back, depending on how Kyle Walker's doing. Because I would assume that Rico Lewis probably wouldn't have developed enough to play like 25 games a season. So you might need a right back. That's probably going to cost you 30 to 50 million, depending on like the quality that you go for. We could be spending £250 million next summer, depending on who we go for. Now, players like Nkunku, who've got release clauses and who've been smart, that can like obviously lower that fee. But if we don't get Nkunku and we're going for other players who don't have release clauses and they're of the quality that we need them to be, they're going to be worth 70 to 100 million pounds. You look at Jude Bellingham. Yeah, I doubt you're going to get him for anything for less than 100 million out of Dortmund. And
there's rumours of basically it'll be a war between City and Liverpool.
Yeah, so this is why these sales are so important. And I know people don't want us to sell some of these players and give them a go, but obviously, if you're not going to play him, you might as well. So, I mean, we sold Larios for £6 million, guys. I only found out about him a week ago. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's crazy scene. It's crazy scenes. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. We're currently on 300 likes exactly, just over 700 people in the stream. Let's get those likes up past 400, man. Please drop a thumbs up on the stream if you've not done so already. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new, and hit the notification bell. We'll have the full September preview coming up for you later on tonight. We've got the preview for the Aston Villa game coming tomorrow morning, and of course we've got the watch along tomorrow, along with all the reviews that come after that as well. So loads of content to come. And of course, guys, if you are looking to buy anything from Manscaped, anything on the website, make sure you do use code Xtra20 and you'll get 20% off and free shipping. MLK with a 2 says, prediction for tomorrow, lads. I've gone 3-0 City. I'll give you a prediction, but I will update my prediction when the team lineup comes out. So this isn't, I'm not going to stick with this little disclaimer. I'm going to go positive, because I do think it could go a couple of ways, but I'm going to go positive, and I'm going to go 6-0.
I'm going to go positive.
Yeah.
Haaland hat-trick again.
That is positive, isn't it? I'm going to go 6-0, and I think Gerrard gets sacked. I think Gerrard gets sacked this weekend. I think he's gone. I think we beat him 6-0, and I think he gets sacked.
If we win 6-0, Haaland's got another hat-trick in there.
Yeah, I think so, bro. He get double figures already, innit?
Personally, I ain't thinking like this. I see everyone in the chat and they're going big positive. My brain's saying.
Oh, I will change that when the team comes out.
I'm on.
I might not change it, but I'm
thinking 2-0, bro. I'm thinking 2-0.
You're going to go 2-0. Yeah.
2-0 to backers, innit? To backers, innit? I do backers, obviously. But I think 2-0. Haaland gets 2.
Laganka, yes, bro, said, afternoon, lads. Currently recovering from Hibernian, choosing to announce our signings after 1 a.m. We agreed a fee on Wednesday, then decided we didn't want to pay. Yeah, that's kind of
that's a nightmare.
Yeah, I did actually see that on the transfer.
Oh yeah, because they had the late window, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously, Laganka would have stayed up late last night, innit?
Yeah. Oh, some breaking news, bro.
Ooh.
Extraordinary numbers. This weekend's match of the day, where Erling Haaland scored
his double hat trick.
Scored his second hat trick, and Alvarez scored 2 goals, and Liverpool won 9-0. Was the most watched match of the day episode ever on BBC iPlayer.
That's mad.
Ever. People tuning in, mate. People are tuning in to see Erling Haaland, lads and ladies.
When was that on?
Huh?
When was that on? You know, I didn't even watch that one.
Saturday night, innit? Saturday night.
No, because we scored his second hat trick against Thingy, innit? That was on Tuesday, so they must have had a match today on Wednesday or something, or Tuesday night.
Wait, which one was it again? No, it was a 9-0 win, so it was the weekend. Last weekend it was. Cause they won.
Oh, the one against Palace.
Yeah, the Palace one. Yeah, that was the one that. Because obviously we were 2-0 down. Yeah, not the Alvarez one. It was the other one. Yeah, I don't know why they've only just announced it. Then maybe it takes them like a little bit of time to get the numbers through, innit? That's a bit confusing.
People asking in the chat, by the way. Bade is in the chat. He's there. Do you know what I mean? He's chilling, listening.
Right, I think, let me just check if there's anything else. I think there was one last thing that I wanted to read out from the press conference, and then obviously the rest comes out tonight on the embargo. No, that was Haaland.
This is why it's good that we do the second, like we do a preview on the day nowadays, like a couple of hours before the watch along, and it's good that we do that because the embargo stuff. Usually we'll do our preview. Like I say, we do our preview now. Yeah. That's how we used to do it. We do our preview now, like today at some point, and then embargo stuff will come out. So the next day you're in the bin, innit? Like.
Yeah. No, there's nothing else. I thought there was something else, but it's not. Yeah, it'll come out tomorrow. Let me just check the Aston Villa injuries. So Dendoncker isn't fit.
He's not fit.
No, and obviously Diego Carlos, the new signing centre back, is got
in the mud.
He's out for ages, isn't he? So new signing Dendoncker not available. I
wonder how Douglas Luiz feels. What his mentality is right now, do you know what I mean? Because he wanted that move.
He did, but then again, Arsenal pulled out and only offered 20-odd mil, so, you know, they didn't really offer a fair fee. Just Jenny, can us States fans buy memberships? Yes, you can. You just need to hit the $sign in the chat, and then you can
buy membership.
Then you can do it. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. We pretty much covered it all there. The rest will be out tonight, so obviously, like Jordan said, when we go live tomorrow doing our preview before the game, then we can cover the rest of the comments and anything else that's developed. Maybe some more news on Dendoncker. Will he recover in time? I'm not sure. But yeah, anything else, Brie? And that's pretty much it, innit, for now.
Bit chill.
So, yeah, just basically another Haaland stream, really, which I think will happen quite a lot this season.
Yeah, a lot.
Guys, if you've not done so already, please drop a like on the stream. We're currently on 327. Let's finish by getting that up to 350. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Massive shout out to Manscaped. We'll leave you with their ad. And yeah, make sure you stay tuned. We've got the September preview coming up later on. And yeah, enjoy the Friday, man. See you there.
See you in a bit.
85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code XTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping.